doing with those, and then from there we'll go onto like the next little topic. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So this one's the video, the first
Yeah,
one.
let's start off with NVIDIA. So
Yeah.
let me get access to the mouse.
Uh, do I have to put something or was it a
Uh,
pop up right now, right? Get a.
view options, request remote control.
Yeah,
All
there
right,
you
so I
go.
requested.
All right, there you go. I think it should be good.
Cool, cool. And on these, you did them all on the daily, right? Did you do any short term
Um,
time frames?
I think I did like 4 hour. I
Okay,
don't
four.
think I went lower than that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think I.
all right, 4 hour looks the best. Okay, you did some little mini ones right here, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So NVIDIA and NVIDIA, bro, is a perfect one to identify trends because the stock is pretty volatile. So
yeah.
it moves a lot. It has a lot of trends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, real quick, bro, with NVIDIA, were you having any trouble, anything like that? Like, were you confused in some trends, things like that?
I think around right here is where I was like, I wasn't too sure if to mark them as like right here, one whole trend. I
Okay.
probably should have, huh? Like just one trend right here instead of two separate ones.
Yeah. So, and you say you never went under the 4 hour, or you did?
I'm not sure. I don't think I did, but
Okay.
yeah. Let me check real quick. Oh, actually, yeah, 1 hour.
Yeah, it looks like all right. So from the looks of it, right? It looks like on the for sure. You didn't do daily. Daily, it looks like two short term. So on the 4 hour, it looks like yeah, you did them, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
For these little trends, bro, it's important to know what time frame you do them on
Mm-hmm.
because remember what we said before, the shorter the time frame, the like less valid the trend is, or it's still
Yeah.
valid, but it could fluctuate a lot more, right?
Yeah.
So if we see right here, these little ones, right? So
Mm-hmm.
these big ones look solid, look good, and these little ones look good too. But uh, if you were, let's say, if you did these on the 4 hour,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't be as valid because if you see, look, you see this, um, right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 trends, right? So
Yeah.
we had our downtrend right here, one. We had our little uptrend right here, two. We had our downtrend right here, three. We had another downtrend right here, four. We had an uptrend, five. Little downtrend, uptrend, right?
Yeah.
Um, if you see, each of these lasted about look 28 days,
28
right? Right
days.
here. 20 days. So let's see the average, okay? So 28 days, 20 days, 50 days, 42 days. So right now, like the average is like about 40 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
58. So we got 20, 20, 50, 40, 50, 16, and what is that right here? 36. So our average is like 40, right? Like
Yeah.
more or less 40. We got 50, 50, 50, like a 30 around there. So we
Mm-hmm.
average down 40. So, um, these look great right here. Now, where you had a little trouble, what you said was perfect. Yeah, you should have done this as like one full trend. So
One
if you
full
see
trend.
right here,
Mm.
this trend right here would have been, let's say, like we would have had it like that, right?
Yeah.
So this trend right here was 55 days. Okay, so
Okay.
if you see, we're on the 4 hour. We're seeing that the average trend is like 40 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and this doesn't obviously doesn't go to every chart, but if you're on a bigger time frame,
Yeah.
or 4 hour, daily, weekly, and monthly, those are like the higher time frames.
Mm.
Anything under the 4 hour is like shorter time frames, right?
Yeah.
So if we see right here, this trend look was 9 days, this trend was 10 days, and this trend was it was like eight
7,
days. Yes,
8.
7 days.
Yeah.
These you notice how the trends lasted a lot shorter.
Yeah.
So when we identify smaller trends, we go on lower time frames. And on the lower time frames, it looks very valid, right? Oh, wait, it's right. So since it was like 7, each of these were like, all right, it was what, 7, 10, and 9. So average was like a week, right? A week's worth of trend.
Yeah.
So we'll go on to like the 30 minute, 30 minute for that. If you see right here, this looks pretty valid, right? It has
Mhm.
like enough info to like zoom in and see like the bigger picture, right? Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. If we go right here, see them, and they're good, bro. I'm just like just tweaking a little bit
Yeah.
so
Just
I can
listening.
explain it good. So
Okay.
I would say like right here, right? Remember, it doesn't have to touch it exactly as long as it gets like close to it.
Mhm.
It's the zone, right? So like it would be like this zone type of stuff. This zone is the support, right?
Yeah.
So anytime it gets like close to this bar right here, it's it's support. So whenever you're identifying trends, it's important to know what time frame you're on so you could know what kind of trend you're looking for, right? So
Okay.
if we're on the 4 hour, all right, let's go zoom out. If we're on the 4 hour, we're looking for the bigger trend, right?
Mhm.
So these are still valid trends for sure. But if we're on the 4 hour, we would it would look something like this. So let's erase these right here.
Okay.
It will look something like this. And if you see, it goes back to our average, right?
Yeah.
50 days.
It's
So when you're on a higher time frame, bro, um, don't pay attention to all the little noise in between. Try to look at the bigger picture, right?
Mhm.
So this is perfect right here. This is actually like a perfect uptrend. You have your first touch, two touch, three touch, right here, a little close,
4, 5,
touch, five touch,
6.
and then we finally broke right here, right?
Mhm.
When we finally broke, what happened? We formed a downtrend, right?
Yeah, that's
Drew it
right.
right here. It's perfect. We formed a downtrend, right? It lasted for about 20, 25
23.
days. And what happened after? We formed a new uptrend. And
Yeah.
now, if you see,
It
we're
broke through.
we're breaking, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool. We might be forming a new trend, or if you see right here, did we make a lower low? I don't know. No, we didn't. Did we?
Barely.
Let's see.
Oh
Let's
no,
zoom
it
in.
didn't.
Let's zoom in. No, we didn't. Huh? Nope.
No. Damn, that's just close.
Close, yeah, close. But we didn't necessarily. Yes, we broke this uptrend, right? With this line,
Yeah.
we broke the uptrend. But now that we broke the uptrend, what are we looking for?
The lower low.
Exactly, lower low. So if you see right here, yes, we broke the uptrend, right? I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, we broke it. This line, we broke it, but we still made the higher high right here, right?
Yeah.
So in order for to us to get confirmation, we would need the candle to close under here. So the moment we get a candle that let's say uh looks like this,
Mhm.
we would get confirmation that we got the lower low. Now we broke the downtrend, we got the lower low. Now what we need is what?
Um. Well, we're looking for a higher high,
Yeah, a higher low.
higher low.
For us. So we need this is what we need for us to confirm the downtrend. We need oh shit.
Oh, it come from a downtrend.
Yeah. So we broke the trend line, right?
Yeah.
We had a solid uptrend for the past 50 days. We finally broke that line. Okay, what's
Mhm.
gonna happen? Let's wait a little bit. Let's see what the market tells us. It's still a little too soon to make a move.
Yeah.
Once we break under this blue line, okay, we got our lower low. We got our lower low. Okay, now we're gonna look at our little bucket list. we broke trend line. That's or one sign to be bearish, right? We made a lower low. That's another sign to be bearish. Okay, well, I'm gonna lean a little more to the bearish side, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to risk it, so let me get my third confirmation, right? And my third confirmation would be the failure to make a higher
Very high.
higher high. Because if not, if we get something like, let's say like, if we get something like that, what would this be considered right here?
False breakout.
False breakout, exactly, bro. All right, you're getting it. So exactly, it would be a false breakout because yes, we made a lower low, but because we didn't wait for the higher low, which is this like this line right here,
Mm-hmm.
we could just fucking boom shoot up, and whoever went short right here is just
Yeah.
like is getting um burnt out, like they're getting they're losing money.
Yeah.
So it is important for us to we identified the break of the trend. Now let's wait for our confirmation of the lower high. Once we reject from anything under here, boom, it's valid to go short, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we can expect, boom. Once we get the confirmation of the lower high right here,
Mm-hmm.
we can expect for us to go anywhere under here, right? To
Yeah.
make the lower low and confirm the
Downtrend.
downtrend. Exactly, bro. 100%. So that's cool. You caught the false breakout if it were to happen, and you
Mm-hmm.
understand why we have to wait for the trend to change, right? We
Yeah.
identified the uptrend. We identified the past trend. Now that we're waiting for a new trend to happen, it's leaning more bearish or bullish. Like so, this chart is it leaning more bearish or bullish now?
It's a little hard to tell, but
Okay, right here, look, bro. Now that we broke, it's because the lines are right here. They're buggy. Um, we've been bullish since January, right? January
mm-hmm.
6th. We've been bullish, bullish, bullish. But right here, now that you see, look, just with the info you have right here, right? Would
Yeah.
you be more bearish or bullish?
Probably a little more bearish.
Okay, and why is that, bro?
Can I see how long it's been lasting?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me just go ahead.
39. Well,
Oh,
probably.
and real quick, bro. Just because the other trends lasted like 50 days doesn't
Yeah.
mean that this one has to last exactly 50 days.
Yeah.
That's why when we zoomed out, I said the average was like 40, 30 something days, right?
Yeah. 40 something.
Yeah. So yes, this trend that's good that you're seeing that like how long the trend is because
Yeah.
you could compare it to past trends, right?
Yeah.
So let's do that, right? Let's let's give an analysis of what might happen next, okay?
Mhm.
So the past uptrend that looked like this was this one right here, right?
Yeah.
This one looks like a little quick. It's like yes, oh, wait, 52 days.
52.
Oh, never mind. It would be right here, right? Because
39.
right, because if you see right here, look what happened, bro. We had an uptrend, right?
Mm-hmm.
We failed to go higher right here. Look, we failed to go higher,
Yeah.
and we made our lower low right here. So we had our low and we made a lower low. Okay, we broke trend. Now let's wait for the higher low. I mean lower high, right? We failed to go higher right here. Boom,
Mm-hmm.
we got confirmation and the new trend started, right?
Yeah.
Look at where your line started, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this trend was over with. Does that make
Yeah.
do you see it?
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's gonna look more like that one, where it kind of dips down a little bit, but then it has a little bull run before it goes back down.
Yeah, so this right here, and this does look like pretty bullish, right?
Yeah.
So it looks like, and if we do the percentages, look, let's see, it probably went up a cool amount. Yeah,
Yeah,
see, look,
14.
14% in
Yeah.
past 7 days. 14% in 7 days is a lot. So that probably looks like a straight line up. Like if you're
Mm-hmm.
looking at it live, you're like, oh shit. But if you zoom out, and this is the power of using higher time frames, it may look like a big move, but because you're able to zoom out, you notice that we failed to go higher, right?
Yeah.
So we had an uptrend. We got signs that well, for obviously just by looking at it, the uptrend broke, right? The moment we got
Yeah.
it's right here, the uptrend broke. Uptrend is no longer valid. So what's gonna happen next? Are we gonna consolidate? Are we gonna form a new uptrend? Or are we gonna form a downtrend, right? Only
Mm-hmm.
those three things that happen. And what happened was, yes, we gotta move up, but if you go on a shorter time frame, this is gonna look like a trend, right? It's gonna look like
Mm-hmm.
on a 30 minute. It's gonna look like an uptrend. But if you zoom out and you go on the far, you go, oh damn, we failed to go higher. Okay, let me identify a new trend, and that's exactly what happened. We made lower lows right here. Look, each low, boom, boom.
Very low.
And when does the trend change? Look, exactly where your line ends, right?
Yeah.
So based off of previous action, what do we
Mm-hmm.
think? Would you be leaning more bearish or bullish now that this trend broke?
Probably a little more bullish. I think it's a fake out.
Okay, okay. And why do you think it's a fake out, bro?
Because it didn't really hit that oh shit. That what is it? Lower
Yeah,
low
lower
right
low.
here?
Okay,
Yeah.
and that's a great fucking that's a great like thesis. I would be personally, bro. I would be more inclined bearish,
Uh-huh.
but it's good that you're thinking that it could be a false breakout because if you think it's a false breakout, what are you gonna do?
Uh Probably wait for confirmation.
Exactly, right? So
Yeah.
it's good that you're thinking that way, bro, because if you're more inclined, well, just off of looking at this, I will tell you, this is a bearish sign, right? This is
Mm-hmm.
a bearish sign. This is telling us that we broke the trend, but there could be a breakout. I mean, a false breakout.
False breakout.
So it's better to be cautious than to have a
Yeah.
bias, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. You would wait 100%. You would wait for confirmation. If we fail to go higher,
Mm-hmm.
that is your sign to, okay, I was being cautious. Now is my sign to go.
Yeah, yeah.
So good, good, bro. Good, very good, very good. So with the false breakout, bro, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm leaning bullish because this is more bearish neutral than bullish neutral, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only justification to be bullish is because of that reasoning. Or it could be a false breakout. But you cannot predict the false breakout.
Yeah, that's true.
The price action will show you, and I'll tell you, once it makes a higher high, it'll be like, oh, okay, that was a false breakout.
Okay.
So we broke the trend is more leaning towards bearish, neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Bearish because we broke the uptrend, but neutral because we haven't gotten the confirmation of a lower low or a higher low.
Yeah.
Right? So good, good, bro. Okay. Any questions on that?
No. No, I get it.
Okay, cool, cool. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on Nvidia and we'll see
Mm-hmm.
if next week
Mm-hmm.
it breaks this lower low.
All right.
Okay. And then if it does, more than likely, bro, we're gonna form a new trend and it's gonna be a downtrend.
Downtrend. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be probably something like this, maybe, right? So
Mm-hmm.
let's keep the chart looking like this,
Mm-hmm.
and
See what
we'll
happens.
see. Yeah, we'll see how it respects this. Okay.
All right.
Cool, cool. All right, so that's cool. Good, good. Identified it. Downtrend. Yep. Boom, boom. Cool. This one's a rammer for a lower time frame, but still a downtrend. It's still a
Mm-hmm.
downtrend for sure. Um, valid, valid.
That one I could have done a little better.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have done something like, I'll say something like this,
Yeah,
right? We got our first touch, two touch, and then our third touch.
yeah.
And then you're not necessarily missing them, but if you see
It's a
right
little
here,
sloppy, huh?
uh, not that no, not sloppy at all, bro. But you see how adding this line up here helps the
Hmm.
trend. Notice the trend a lot more.
Yeah,
So if you see, like, if we take it off, yes, we have a downtrend, but
yeah,
how can we find the next bottom, right? Is it gonna go all the way down here, right? That's a pretty
uh,
big like drop still, huh?
yeah.
So because like just from like being in the market, you could kind of like insinuate, you go like, you know what? Yeah, I don't think the stock has dropped 39%.
Hmm.
I don't think it's gonna drop, another 20%. So you go, oh, okay. I don't I might not think it dropped down that low. So let me draw my line at the top and go, okay. So we're in this trend right here, right?
Hmm.
It looks like right here, we just failed to go lower, huh? We were holding it,
Hmm.
time after time.
Yeah.
And the moment we made a higher low, which is right here, right? It's higher
Hmm.
than this one.
That shit just spiked up, huh?
Boom. Our confirmation was right here.
Yeah, now I see why you like to trade Nvidia.
Oh yeah. But
That makes moves
because
like
yeah,
that,
it's
huh?
pretty is very, very volatile. But it's good at because stocks are volatile, bro, they're I wouldn't say they're easier to trade because if you're caught on the
Mhm.
wrong side, you'll get wiped out.
Yeah.
So you see how the moves are violent?
Yeah.
Like it's just like either straight up or straight down.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you get like example, right? Let's say right here, right? We made a oh shit, we made a higher high.
Yeah.
If we would have thought that we were gonna bounce right here, like you see how this uh this bounce right here, you see it?
Hmm.
You see how this bounce happened right here, like higher than this one?
Yeah.
We could have gone in bullish, and but what happened?
Just yeah, plummeted down.
Plummeted down. So Nvidia is it is more like high level, like it's more like an intermediate advanced stock,
Hmm.
but it's perfect at identifying trends. Once the trends happen, it's a lot easier to go like, oh damn,
Could
like
take.
okay, this is what happened, right? It's,
Yeah.
it's a good stock that tells you stocks like Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, uh, Amazon, not so much now, but those three,
Hmm.
Nvidia, Tesla, and Apple, they give you a good gauge of the market. So if Nvidia is coming down a lot, you could be like bearish on the overall market because
Oh,
they're
okay.
companies that have like a high influence on on the market. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if Apple's coming down a lot,
Hmm.
Apple is used everywhere, right? The products are used everywhere. They're the most valuable company in the world. So if Apple's having trouble, it might be
Most.
for a reason, right? It might be because something's going on.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Is it
So
because they're mostly like tech companies or
not necessarily because they're tech companies, bro. It's more because of um. So we got to look at it like this, right? So these companies are big, big companies.
yeah.
The S&P 500 is the economy, bro. Economy, bro, runs off of all these companies.
Yeah.
So if Apple is not making as much money, that means people aren't buying as many iPhones. People aren't buying as many products, right?
Hmm.
An iPhone is like about like 500 to like $1,000, right?
Hmm.
So if you got to think about it like this, if a company that's the most valuable company in the world is having issues selling $500 phones,
Hmm.
maybe there's a bigger problem going on, in the world. Maybe why aren't people spending at least $500, right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
shows like it shows a
That.
consumer like weak.
Yeah. Yeah. I get
Right,
you. I
makes
get
sense.
you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Nvidia, well, Nvidia is chips, right? So
Hmm.
almost anything we could think of has chips, right? The computer, you're watching this from, phones, satellites, the Wi-Fi where it's getting, the devices,
Mm.
cars, area, chips,
Cars.
right?
Yeah.
So Nvidia, Apple, and Tesla are like my main like gauges of the market.
Go to. Alright.
Amazon, not so much no more because they're um it is like consumer based, right? Who doesn't shop on Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
But it's more Amazon is more like it's not really a necessity. They're more like it's more like of a luxury to spend on Amazon, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep. You can always go to Walmart, Target for like your essential needs, foods, things like that.
Mm.
We become so dependent on chips and electronics, so it's a big part of the world. You cannot
Yeah.
get into contact with anyone without a phone, right?
Yeah.
Amazon, you don't need a blender, right?
Yeah.
It's like things like that. So yeah, that's a little like macro thing right there. So yeah, so this downtrend, with the line up here, cool. This uptrend, pretty solid also. See if we could have added another line right here. Yeah, we could have done this, first touch,
Mm-hmm.
third touch. But if you see right here, this right here, bro, if you see right here, this is just like an anomaly. Like you see, 20 days, 50%.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
That's just an anomaly. That's why if you see right here, we fucking crashed down, just as fast, right?
Yeah.
40%, 64 days. So, but this was an uptrend. This trend was tradable. It was valid.
Mm-hmm.
So on the 4 hour, it looks solid, bro. You did good. So let's see. Your what was Apple, right?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Apple is a lot more simple, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's tweak it down a little bit.
That one was a little
Yeah, no, Apple's
weird,
yeah
huh?
is a little off, and it's a pretty big range too.
Yeah.
Like if you see in between each line, look, the last time we touched
Yeah.
was 40 days, but yeah, you kind of did miss some of these right here. Look, you see right here, that's a
Uh,
that's a uptrend, that's a downtrend, right?
mm-hmm.
Um, um, well, actually, yeah, I would have to go on a smaller time frame to see these. So
Yeah.
that's not this one's not as valid, is it? For sure. Look, we have this uptrend right
Yeah,
here.
that uptrend.
Yeah. We have that uptrend up there. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a trend, but right, we're just trading in this range. This is more like a range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Range. And then for sure, yeah, we had a downtrend right here, right?
Yeah.
We draw a line in the bottom. Yeah. So if you see right here, this was
Yeah, it
just a
looks kind of clean.
breakout, false breakout, right?
Yeah.
So let's this right here is neutral. It's not a downtrend or an uptrend. We were
Oh,
just
okay.
ranging in between this space. Do you see it? This is more like
Yeah.
a consolidation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but because it did respect this line, right? It did respect it more than 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
One, two, three, four, five, 6 times. One, two, three, four, and then a few times right here. So
Mm-hmm.
this is valid. I wouldn't call this a downtrend because of well, it is a downtrend, but on a shorter time frame, right?
Yeah.
So because it is so short, I wouldn't draw a line on it. This is for sure a downtrend, right? Oh,
Yeah.
but
Uptrend.
we do it from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Boom. That looks solid, right? One,
Yeah.
two, three, four, five, six. Then we finally broke out right here. Um,
Would that be an uptrend right there, right next to it
Yes, it would.
on the
But
left?
if you see, that was pretty like violent, huh? It was just
Yeah, that
like
was
pretty
pretty.
straight on.
Yeah,
So whenever you see like trends like this, bro, that are like super steep, like literally, you see how the line is almost like just
almost
straight up.
straight. Yeah.
Just know that those aren't they're not what's it called they're not sustainable. Meaning
Mm-hmm.
that when this trend does break, um it's gonna fucking it's gonna break down
Plummet.
violently, right? So if you see right
Mm-hmm.
here, it was literally like you see this is nothing but green candles, right?
Yeah.
So Apple was literally green for like 15 days. Look, in
Yeah.
15 days it went up 20%. So because it went up so fast, look at the drop, right?
At 26. Damn.
Yeah. So whenever you get like steep moves like that, you can either
Mm-hmm.
expect a consolidation or a dump. All right.
All right.
There's a saying, what comes up must come down. I think
Yeah.
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Same thing with this. If it's like very, very fast, steep, it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
come back down, and it's gonna come down hard. So okay, so we added um this trend right here, this uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. We added this uptrend right here. This one's pretty cool. Yeah, this one's like solid. Maybe we just add our line on top right here, right? On
Mm-hmm.
our three touches. Um, right here. This one's cool too. Uptrend. Um, yeah, so it looks pretty solid. You just missed a little of the trends like in between,
Mm-hmm.
but no worries, no worries. It look cool. See Tesla. Okay, Tesla looks cool. This is a healthy uptrend, bro. This right here.
Mm-hmm.
Healthy. This is what you want to see in an uptrend, like this right here. I'll say like this right here. This right here
Okay.
is noise, bro. This is like, and you see how fast we go up.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how fast we came down,
Yeah.
right? So that's more for like this is what happens when there's like speculation, like retail and like like
New car
uh
coming out.
yeah, news and things like that. Look, it goes
Yeah.
120% in 60 days and two
Damn.
months. That's as well. But what happened, after a cool minute of consolidation right here, down 37% in 40,
40.
50 days, right?
Yeah.
So that's also identifying, bro, a healthy trend and a trend that's not healthy. So whenever you see a stock going crazy, going up, 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 you
Mm-hmm.
just wait for it to like let it do its thing. And if you notice right here, it started consolidating, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it started consolidating, chilling for a bit. That's letting you know that there's not as many buyers anymore. Like it's people are getting like they're taking a breath. They're like, oh, okay, cool. The hype is like coming down, right? It's like a
Mm-hmm.
trend. Uh, when something, let's say, goes trending on TikTok, after some time, a perfect example, right? Who's Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you seen how he was like super
Top
relevant
G.
like last year?
Yeah.
But now he's in what? He's locked up, right? He's in
Yeah,
jail.
he's locked up.
So
I think your mic cut off.
what's up? Can you hear me?
No, it's still kind of low.
No. Is it my camera? Can you hear me good?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, that was weird. It was a camera. Oh, okay. So Andrew Tate, right? Yeah. Now that he's in
Yeah.
jail, you don't really hear about him no more. Like people are kind of forgetting about him on like
Yeah.
even on TikTok, bro, or social media. You don't see much
Mhm.
about him anymore, right?
No.
So, and that's why it's like it starts becoming irrelevant, and
Hmm.
people lose interest, right? So
Yeah.
people started losing interest, and what happens? The value dies down, right? Same thing with Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
People, okay, he's in jail, he's locked up. Maybe there are still some people that are talking about him,
Yeah.
but his value is not there how it was a year ago, right? His value,
Hmm.
he lost extreme value for that reason because it's no longer relevant. Same thing right here. Uh, when all the news is coming out, all the hype, This is probably like them announcing, oh, Cybertrucks, oh, we're gonna go to Mars, things like that. Gets hyped up.
Yeah,
And Mars, bro, is probably not planned till like 2030, right? So
yeah.
people start realizing like, oh, okay, like, oh shit, all right, that's not gonna happen till later. They start prioritizing other stuff,
Hmm.
and that's when it goes back to
Its
its
original price range.
exactly original, which is this right here, right?
Yeah,
And this is healthy. Anything up here, look, that's not healthy at all.
yeah.
So that's how you identify healthy trends and non-healthy trends. If you get like crazy moves like this, you're about to get look at the types of moves you get when there's hype and euphoria, right? So 55% in
50%.
22 days, and then 20% in 7 days. Hype. 7%, 25% 7 days, you know, 25% 29 days. These are big swings, right?
Yeah.
This right here is what's healthy. This right here is healthy. This right here is healthy. This is pretty healthy. Because you see how you're getting like pullbacks in between?
Hmm.
It's going like that. That's an uptrend, bro. This is not an uptrend. That's just like pure speculation, like money flowing in. This right here, you know,
Yeah.
and that's why you get the violent moves down. What you want to look for when identifying trends is a stock like KO. So let's remove this. Let's go on the daily. You see how this looks super healthy? Like it looks
Yeah.
like it's just slow and consistent.
Hmm.
Yes, we went up 80%, but look, it almost took 2 years, right?
Damn.
Versus a move like that's and you don't really see them often. You see, even still, you see how right here it was like a slow ride up.
Hmm.
Like it was like 100 days, 20%. That's valid. So on the pullback, how much do we pull back? Look, half of it,
28.
eight
Yeah.
percent. You see how it's not so crazy?
Yeah.
And then what do we get after that move? Look, we got another little like 16. Oh, that's a little up there. But if you see, let's see the move after that. You are 16%, 10%. So
10%.
you see how a violent move up comes with a violent move down,
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
and then like slow grind up. It comes
Hmm.
with a very like minimal pullback because it's steady. There's no hype and euphoria. It's
Hmm.
the company is progressing, like little by little type stuff. Right? You understand that?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
Cool. So I guess you did do Amazon. Cool. So Amazon, yeah, clear downtrend.
Yeah.
This is yeah, super clear downtrend, right?
Yeah, Amazon was a little harder just because I don't know, there was too much there's too much stuff
Where? Go ahead.
like right here.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Okay.
maybe like even this was like a crazy moves.
hmm Yeah. So
Yeah.
just off of looking at this chart, bro, there is three trends I see. The first one you already drew. So there's two more trends. Let's not look at anything right here.
Hmm.
This, ignore that. There's two more trends. I want you to identify them for me, okay?
Hmm.
Oh, go ahead. That hurts.
Yeah, so yeah, this is one for sure. Uptrend.
Okay.
Or like right here. And the consolidation right here. Um, but are you talking about like over here?
No,
Mm,
so draw the consolidation zone too, bro. You
okay.
you identified it. Now let's just
What should I use for the consolidation?
consolidation, bro. You could always use this one up here. Look, because consolidation, remember, is always it looks like this.
Yeah, little zones like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So just use this one right here, the horizontal. I think it's horizontal.
All right.
My
I'm gonna
bad.
use.
I'm gonna stretch my back real quick, bro. My bad. Legs
All
hurting.
right. I think it was.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh,
I like this
let's do
little,
it a little higher. The top line, bro. Let's draw it a little higher.
like right there.
Right there. Perfect. These little pops up here, one pop, two pop, are just false breakouts, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see. I see now. Yeah, this up here, right?
Yeah, false
Tell me.
breakout, false breakout.
Okay.
But
All right.
perfect, bro. So let's zoom out now. And what did we have, right? We had a clear, this is like euphoria, but clear
Yeah.
uptrend. And what happened after that? You see how we got a violent move up?
Yeah.
Remember, you could either get one of three trends. You could either get an uptrend, downtrend, or a consolidation.
Consolidation.
Because we moved up so violently, we
Mm-hmm.
can expect two things. We can expect a violent move down or a long consolidation.
Yeah.
And if you see right here, we consolidated for how long?
Damn,
Almost two
almost two
years.
years. Yeah.
So you see how once a violent move happens, you're gonna get either a violent move down
Yeah.
or it's consolidation. You're gonna get a violent consolidation, meaning you're gonna consolidate forever, right?
Yeah.
And if we look back, before this violent move up, we had consolidation
Mm-hmm.
right here, right?
Yeah.
We got this violent move up, violent move down. We came back up, and now we just
Yeah.
consolidated. Once we broke out of this consolidation, took off, right?
Yeah.
Took off crazy, consolidated. Now we came back down crazy. Now, just off of looking at this chart, what do you think Amazon's gonna do next, bro?
I think it's gonna well, like short term, I think it's just gonna come back down here.
Okay.
Wait, let me zoom in a little bit.
No. Let's look at the long term picture, bro.
Oh, long
So
term.
yeah, so looking at it, how we drew those three trends
Uh-huh.
right here. We have our consolidation, uptrend, consolidation, downtrend. What do you think is gonna happen next? For let's say up to like right here.
Yeah, I think it's gonna reach the what is it like $7 range, and then
Draw it off. Draw it off.
so I think it's gonna reach back down to these levels.
Mhm.
So
So
maybe just a little like this, and then like this, and it's gonna consolidate like right here for a bit before it goes back up.
okay, so you see something like this going on. You see something like this,
Yeah,
and then consolidation, or I
yeah,
mean, then move up,
yeah.
yeah,
Probably a move up.
or move down.
Uh, I think move up for sure.
Yeah. So I will tell you one thing, bro. Stocks will forever be bullish.
Mm-hmm.
The, and in the long term, let's say 5 years from now, or not even that's too long. 3 years from now,
Yeah, 2 3
the
years.
economy is always gonna be growing. We're always gonna be evolving. It's in our
Yeah.
nature. So there are people, bro, that are it's called perma bear or
Uh-huh.
perma bull. Means you're permanently bullish, permanently bearish, right?
Yeah.
What I came to understand is the higher like chance you have of being right is if you're
Yeah.
a perma bull, meaning that yes, even though you have this like ugly downtrend, right, like coming down,
Mm-hmm.
in the grand scheme of things, we're always gonna be bullish. So we can never think that we're gonna get something like this look like this, and we're just gonna come down for the rest of forever. Eventually, we're gonna get a move back up. Now, maybe we won't reach something up here, could be, could not, but the trend is always gonna be up.
Yeah.
Okay? But for short term, you can be like, like, oh, short term, super bearish, sort but long term, always, bro, always bullish, okay?
Okay.
So Amazon's cool, right? We had that uptrend, consolidation, downtrend, and there was one more, bro. Well, it was Nvidia. Did we do Netflix?
Netflix. I don't think we did
Oh,
Netflix. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you did do Netflix. Cool. All right, let's see.
I think those were in smaller time
Yeah.
frame.
So Netflix, bro. Okay. Solid right here. Cool. Good right here. Okay, yeah, go from there. And then this is kind of where, all right, it was getting a little like a little noisy right here. So let's erase these right here. These are good for 1 hour. 1 hour.
Yeah.
Right here, like these right here, these are very
Yeah,
short.
that was kind of like that was tripping me out right there when I was doing it.
Yeah,
You see
so
how
these,
there's like a gap right there?
yeah, big as, yeah, huge gap.
Yeah.
So okay, so whenever they start tricking you, you start getting tricked out, always zoom out, bro. Always zoom out.
No.
So if you see it, look, let's go on the 4 hour and then the daily. Look at what I'm gonna do right here.
Uh,
So all these gaps, yes, they may be like, if we go on the, let's say, the 1 hour, I go like,
yeah.
what the hell? Look at all these holes. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
If we, let's take out these, take out these. Overall, now it looks clear, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It
It
looks
looks
way
like a,
better.
yeah, it looks like a clear downtrend. So whenever you're like you see something, let's say we're looking at this, and maybe like this one right here, right? This
Yeah.
one, yeah, there's kind of no reason for it to be up here. This
Yeah.
this trend right here is like a 15-30 minute trend. So let's zoom out. And even still, it would have been more like that. What's it? Nah. Boom, like that. All right.
Yeah.
And then we broke this uptrend, 1, 2. I mean, one touch. Well, we had like a few touches right here, and then another touch right here, another touch right here. Then, we formed,
Consolidation.
yeah, consolidation, little downtrend. But if you see, I'm seeing these trends on 30 minute. So you see
Uh-huh.
how we're changing trends a lot. Like it's a
Yeah.
little harder to like tell like, fuck man, are we on an uptrend, downtrend? What are we, right? You see
Yeah.
how I can't really draw nothing right here?
Yeah. I think that's how like so I think I was doing bigger time frames, and then like as I was zooming in, I was like, no wait, this is a different one, and then like I would change the trend of what it was.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying, bro. So yeah. So whenever you're confused a little bit,
Yeah.
always, bro, always zoom out and think
Yeah.
this. Okay, if I'm on the 4 hour, let me zoom out, and this trend right here, bro, is a trend that could be drawn on the daily, right?
Mhm.
But the 4 hour is very, because look, the daily is, think of it like this. Daily is one candle, right? Each candle is
Yeah.
one. If you go to the 4 hour, the market is open. I think 8 hours of, is it from 6:30 to 1?
Uh-huh.
That's like, yeah, I think like 7 hours. So if the market is open 7 hours during the day, that means if I go from the daily to the 4 hour, now the chart is gonna split into two candles. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm on the daily is one candle for each day. Go to
Yeah.
4 hour, two candles represents one day, right?
Yeah.
So now that I go to the 1 hour, now
It'd be like
four candles represents one day,
yeah.
right?
No,
I
eight,
mean, I
right?
mean,
Or
eight.
seven. 7 or 8, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, 7 or 8. But now 7 or 8 candles, meaning that the trend is gonna look a lot bigger. I'm expanding it, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm looking for a trend on the 4 hour, it's valid to go longer, like to have the line stretched out long.
Mhm.
Because if I do something like um if I do something like this, right? For this downtrend,
Mhm.
this downtrend was only for like 13 days.
Mhm.
So I'm not looking at the 4 hour for 13 days of price action. I'm looking at the 4 hour for the bigger picture. So I'm
Okay.
looking for a month, 2 months, 3 months of price action, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I want to zoom in, and get a short-term time frame, which is this one, and this one's perfect for a short-term time frame, I would go on the 30-minute and I'll go, okay, this is a clear downtrend. After the 12 days, we're gonna
Mhm.
form a new uptrend or a new trend. But for that trend, I have to be aware since we're on the 30-minute, that trend is gonna change fast, right?
Yeah.
Meaning our trend was right here, 7
7
days.
days.
After what happened? Look, we formed a new trend.
16.
We formed a new trend, formed a new trend right here, formed a new trend, right? So you see how in the 30-minute, every like few days, we're already like switching, switching, switching.
Yeah.
So look, we have this downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. Now let's zoom out. Let's go on the 4 hour. And let's see where we drew all those lines, right?
Oh,
So
so
now that we go on the 4 hour, let's make things a lot more simpler.
yeah,
The
it looks
whole
more like
time,
a
what was it?
uptrend.
Exactly, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I see now.
So the shorter time frames, bro, they're there to yes, they're kind of there to confuse you. But once you start understanding the bigger time frames, once you start understanding the bigger trends,
Mhm.
then you could go on lower time frames and look for those mini trends. It's still the same principle, but it's better to first identify big trends. You get
Yeah.
comfortable with it. Then when you start going on short time frames, you're still gonna it's still gonna be one of the same three, bro. It's still gonna be an uptrend, downtrend, or
Consolidation.
consolidation,
Mhm.
but they're gonna be fluctuating a lot more, right?
Yeah.
So if you see right here, Netflix is a perfect example. We had the uptrend, and what happened? I want you. This trend is perfect. I want you to give me your analysis on it, like draw on it. Give me your higher highs, higher lows. Uh, Tell me, bro, what you think is gonna happen with this stock. Okay.
All right. Um, yeah, so lower here and then higher low, higher low. Oh, actually, yeah, right? And then even right here, higher
Remember,
low.
bro, we're on the 4 hour. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
Um,
let's look at the bigger picture. Not every candle, bro, has to be like there has to be something for the candle.
uh-huh.
Where we don't have to do this. Look. So let me see it. We're good.
Yeah.
So for this one, right? We zoomed in and we found downtrend, uptrend, uptrend. But when we zoomed out, I just had to draw one line and I identified an uptrend, right?
Yeah.
So we found an uptrend right here. Yes, we did make the the low right here, then a higher low. I wouldn't necessarily, bro, pay attention to these two right here
So, mm-hmm.
because we're looking at a bigger picture, right?
Yeah.
So for an example, bro, so for this right here, if you see how this was just 6 days,
Mm-hmm.
in 6 days we could I'm not saying this is not a higher low,
Mm-hmm.
but since we're in a bigger time frame, we want to look for the key higher lows, not the like
Oh,
small
okay.
higher lows. Does that
Not
make
the
sense?
smaller ones, yeah. The more like the more obvious ones.
Yeah, the more important ones, the ones that tell you like, okay, this is for sure the one that's telling me.
Yeah.
Because what we could get, bro, is something like this. Look, what could happen is you could get a higher low right here, and
Mm-hmm.
then this let's say this one right here,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be like, okay, higher low, and then this one right here, and I think it is lower than this one. Then
Mhm.
it starts like tricking you, starts going like, wait, if this was a higher low and this one's, this one is still higher than this previous one right here, right?
Yeah.
So we're looking at bigger, bigger time frames, bigger price action. If we go like this, we could make a lower low right here, and you might
Mhm.
think like, oh, because of my low was right here, since this one's lower, we're breaking the trend.
Mhm.
But because we're worried about bigger price action, we're looking at the key higher highs, higher lows. That kind of
Yeah.
makes sense. I don't want to
Yeah. But my question is like, what would you or how would you I
identify
know,
the
yeah,
keys.
identify those like key lower highs.
Okay, so let's get this chart like naked. Let's see. Look, boom, right?
Yeah.
And it's all patience, bro. So this is how I would have identified it, right?
Mhm.
So we got our uptrend, right? We got
Mhm.
our first touch, two touch, three touch. Okay. What are the steps in identifying an uptrend? We found our bottom trend line. Every time it touches this line, it bounces.
Mhm.
Now let's look for our higher highs and higher lows. We have our first one right here,
Mhm.
our second one right here,
Mhm.
our third one right here, right? Our three touches, right?
Yeah.
Now let's look for our higher highs. We have our first one right here, our second one right here, and our third one right here. This one we felt
Okay.
a higher. So, but we're not identifying the downtrend. We're identifying the uptrend.
Yeah.
So why would I have chose these instead of choosing any under?
Yeah.
Because of where my trend line is, right? The trend started down here. So the trend is not up here. This is, I wouldn't say, bro, it's noise, but because it's like short term action, right? This is
Mhm.
short term action. This right here is like short term action. I'm worried about the key points.
Like
And
the
the key point,
results, more like
yeah,
the results.
yeah, and the key points are on my trend line, right? The whole
Yeah.
reason, the whole reason, bro, we identified this as an uptrend was because of this line,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
that's why first, bro, when we first, well, I'm gonna say when we first started, but when we started talking about trends,
Mhm.
the first things we do, bro, is we draw our lines, right?
Mhm.
We draw our lines. Once we draw our lines, we go for higher highs and higher lows.
Okay.
How do we identify the higher highs and higher lows? By using our tools from before, by using our trend lines,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Nice.
So and I think uh well, which one was it? Was it Tesla? No, I think it was Apple. Apple's a perfect example of it, right? So let's remove it. Our trend line, right? Look like that, and then like that, right?
Mhm.
So let's identify the higher highs and the higher lows. We found our trend, right? Our trend is
Yeah.
like sliding down, right? It's a downtrend.
Mhm.
Our touch right here, our touch right here, our touch right here,
Okay.
touch right here.
So you would focus more on the ones that are like towards like closer to the line?
Yes, bro, 100%.
Okay.
Because check this out. Because if we were uh identifying the trend off of like in between, check this out.
Mhm.
So we have our right here, failure to go higher, failure to go higher. Let's say we start moving right here, right? Failure to go
Mhm.
higher, failure to go higher. What happened right here? Did we go higher?
Yeah,
Oh,
we did.
we did, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, very. Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
actually, no.
We didn't. Uh, we didn't.
Oh,
That's like a double top. Fuck, that's tricky.
yeah.
So yeah, we failed to go higher. So it's still a downtrend. But
Yeah.
there are charts, bro, where this one let's just say it did go higher, right?
Mhm.
So let's say it went a little higher. If we were like right here, we would go, oh shit, we made a higher high, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one's higher than this one. Are we breaking the downtrend? And then we do
Mm-hmm.
something like this. Boom, boom, boom. And then we reject right here at our trend line.
Yeah.
Yes, we made a higher high, but our trend line is way up here. So
Okay, I get
so we identified a smaller trend
it.
in a bigger trend. We're always
Yeah.
gonna trust the bigger trend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because it has more info. It's telling us the bigger picture. So going back, it was what stock was it? Was it Netflix?
Then what we're doing,
Yeah, it was Netflix.
yeah.
Yeah, it was Netflix. So going back to this, if right, we're making our higher lows right here.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom, boom. Right here,
That
we
one's
would
gonna throw us off, huh? Yeah.
yeah, that one's gonna like whoa, it's gonna throw us off completely. And look at what
Mm-hmm.
happens after, bro. Because it's good that you're pointing this stuff out because these are where people get confused. This is where people like they see a shift change. Hey, we made a lower low,
Mm-hmm.
and what happens? Look at the violent move we get up.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's good, bro, that you're getting confused at these points because this is where majority of retail gets faked out. Like they don't like they 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 see the trend breaking, but
Mm-hmm.
it hasn't broken yet. Or they're
They
looking at
think
the
they.
yeah they're looking at the very like small details.
Yeah.
Hedge funds, the big banks, are looking at the bigger picture.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's easy to
Yeah.
get like faked out on all the little small details. It's good. It's very important, bro, to pay attention to the small details,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't like drown ourselves in all the small details. Like we can't
Yeah.
go like on the 30 minute and make a big assumption off of the 30 minute. No, we need to be on the 4 hour, daily, weekly to go, oh, okay, this is what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So does that it's gonna come with more time, bro. Like you're gonna
Yeah.
understand it a little more, but hopefully with that you kind of
Yeah. Yeah. That made a lot more sense.
better
I
grasp.
get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bro. So let's finish up charting this Netflix one right here. So that's where the second higher low would have been. So ignore
Yeah.
all this like noise in between. This is the
Mm-hmm.
30 minute, 15 minute, that stuff.
Yeah. So the next one would be this one, right?
Yes. Yep.
And then actually let me draw. Would you draw from up here? Uh-huh.
For this one, bro, I wouldn't like
No line up here?
if we were to draw remember the top lines sometimes can be funky.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like sometimes you should, sometimes you shouldn't. For this one, if you were but first, let's identify the higher highs.
Okay. So this one right here and right there.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And then those are the key higher highs. These are the
Yeah.
ones that would make you pay attention and go, okay, example, right? Uh so boom, right here, right? We're
Mm-hmm.
looking at Netflix right here. We made our first low, right? We made our higher high, our higher low. Boom, we got confirmation up here, right? On our third first we had a downtrend right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Downtrend. Boom, we finally broke the downtrend and we made a higher high. This high went previous than this one. Okay, we're getting signs of bullishness, right?
Mm-hmm.
We made a higher low, right? Higher than this one. Okay, this is looking real bullish. If we get a higher high than this one,
Mm-hmm.
is over. Is we're in a bullish trend. We made our higher high. Okay, now that I know we're bullish, let me look for an area of support, which is where my trend line is. and let me get bullish right there. And if you see right here, this was the sign to get bullish. We still made a higher high right here. This right here would have been like a little risky because your
Mm-hmm.
trend line is down here, but you got confirmation that we were in an uptrend, right?
Yeah.
Because of uh this one right here and this one.
Yeah, I was gonna mark that one as one of the higher lows, but it wasn't as close as the other one.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes all the sense, bro. This one would have been a little more risky. So
Yeah.
this is not like A plus. It is textbook like, hey, this is a clear and uptrend, and that's why we
Mm-hmm.
got to move up. If you see right here, this was the pullback. This was pullback, and this right here, people buying right here,
Mm-hmm.
were people that identified the uptrend and said, okay, let me get in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And the target could have been right here, could have been the higher high. And your L could have been like, but you see, this isn't really a good risk to reward because that would have been like the stop loss, the previous high, right here.
Yeah. Very fine.
So you have your reward of, let's see, we went as, oh, actually right here, 6%, so upside, or your, what is that, 3%. Oh, that's still not bad, right?
Yeah.
That's a 1 to 2, meaning you risk $50, you can make 50, you can make $100, or
Mm-hmm.
you risk $50 and you lose 25.
25.
Yeah, it's not the best, but it's still it's a system that's profitable.
Yeah.
Meaning you would have to mess up like 2 or 3 times for you gotta have one right, and you would have to mess up 4 times
Oh, okay.
to lose whatever it is you got. So okay, we identified the uptrend, and right here, what happened? What happened right here?
Oh, we broke the trend.
All right, so I want you to draw it out for me, okay? Let me just erase
Yeah.
it. Damn, my fucking back hurts.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think from sitting down too much. I don't know. Okay, so yeah. So what happened next?
All right. So yeah, this is kind of clear. We failed to make the higher high. We broke the downtrend, and now it's lower low.
And we made the lower low, huh?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. So
So
what are we waiting for now?
uh, what is the confirmation?
Yeah,
Uh,
and what would the confirmation be?
lower high.
Lower high. Perfect. So draw it out for me, bro, and let's see how it would look.
Uh,
You can use the brush, like, and
oh, the
just draw the
brush. Yeah.
candles like little sticks.
So it would go like up. Shit. Then maybe like right here,
Uh-huh.
a fake out. And then would that be a fake out if it goes like past this line? As long as it
No,
doesn't.
no, no. I wouldn't.
Uh-huh.
That once that happens, or okay, but first finish drawing and then we can.
Yeah, so either it's gonna have was it consolidation right here, or it's when it starts dropping lower.
Perfect. All right. So this right here, bro, this candle right here, it wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
a fake out because we're going back on the trend line. It would
Mm-hmm.
only be a fake out if
If
we
it
form the higher high
oh okay.
right here. Meaning this little trend, it
Mm-hmm.
would be like a 30-minute on the 30-minute time frame. It would be like a downtrend. It'll look like this, and then it'll look like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, those are your three scenarios. Perfect, bro. You either get consolidation, you would get your higher your lower high, right?
Mm-hmm.
To confirm the downtrend, or you would get a fake out and we would just fucking go higher.
Yeah.
Now, off of these three scenarios, bro, which one do you think is more likely of playing out? And tell me why.
Um, I think it's a little more bearish.
Okay. Why? And why is that?
because it broke the trend
So we have one side
and
right there, right? Let's go on our checklist.
it's the lower low.
Lower low. So we have two check marks for the bear side. Do we have
Yeah.
any check marks for the bullish side?
Um, no.
No. All our bullish signs, bro, they got removed when one, we failed to go higher,
Uh-huh.
and two, we broke the trend. So that's like two strikes, right? For the
Yeah.
baseball. Two strikes for the for the Bulls.
Yeah, now we're waiting for the lower high
Yeah, exactly.
for
So
its
think of
confirmation.
it like this, right? So the Bulls got two men on the base, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the two men on the base, and with this third higher low, I mean lower high,
Mm-hmm.
that would be like the home run right there. We got confirmation. We failed to go higher. Now it's time to go in and make the play. So we
Yeah.
have our three men on the base. Let's go for the home run, and that's how it would look. And if you see right here, did we ever talk about gaps or no?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
did,
you
right?
went a little bit in into detail to it,
Mhm.
but
Not so much.
yeah, we didn't really talk about it too much.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
If,
I didn't even notice that gap right there.
if you see,
Yeah,
we
you
have
said
gaps right here.
yeah, you
And
said so every time there's a gap that it has to be filled at some point.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
So looking at context clues on the chart, I would be more inclined bearish because of all the stuff that we've been talking about. We
Yeah.
had an uptrend, we broke the uptrend, right? We have two strikes for the Bulls. They're almost out. The Bulls are looking more like favorable. We made our lower low. We broke the uptrend. Uh, we just have to wait for the lower high, and we have this gap to be filled. So you see how little by little, by breaking it down, our bias is leaning more towards the bearish side
Yeah.
because of all these things put together. And this just adds more uh more probability to that analysis, bro. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So based
Yeah,
off
for
of looking
sure.
at this, perfect, bro. Yes, I would be more bearish than bullish. Why? Because of all these, all the signals are pointing towards it. Right? We have a
Yeah.
gap, uptrend broke. Uh, Now if we go like more macro, right? Like more and this is the good thing about this is why we went over macro before, bro, because yes, we have the technical side of it, but when you're able to mix the technical and the macro,
Hmm.
you could add more probabilities to your thesis, right?
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna give you my thesis probably for next week. So, just off of looking at Netflix, right? So,
Hmm.
um, most of the time, bro, a lot of stocks like to they kind of make the same moves, right? So, if you see
Yeah.
right here, we've been on an uptrend since we've been in an uptrend since let's say beginning of January, right? December
Hmm.
29th, January 1st. Let's look at Nvidia.
Oh yeah.
Since the beginning of January, we've been in an uptrend, right? And
Yeah.
what happened with Nvidia? We broke
Same
down, right?
thing. Yeah.
But the thing with Nvidia is we never made the lower low, right?
Oh, that's true.
So it's holding it, right? So that's Nvidia. That's Netflix. Netflix looks weaker, and it did make the lower low, right?
Hmm.
So let's look at Apple. Apple, same thing. It's on an uptrend, but Apple hasn't broke the uptrend, right?
Yeah.
So it's still on an uptrend. Nvidia broke the uptrend. Apple hasn't broke the uptrend. Netflix already broke. Let's look at Tesla.
That's
Oh,
so
oh
solid.
Tesla looks pretty steep, right?
Yeah.
And what happens to steep charts?
It come down harder.
They come down harder or they will consolidate for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So Tesla is on the, same as Apple. They're right on the trend.
Hmm.
Let's look at Amazon. Oh shit, never mind. Amazon looks ugly. Yeah, this doesn't even look like, yeah, this looks horrible. Uh, What's another stock that's pretty Facebook's gonna look ugly. Yeah, Facebook's gonna look ugly. Microsoft. Microsoft is a good Microsoft is like another Apple. They're the
Yeah.
second biggest company in the world. So, but Microsoft does look a little ugly.
Mm,
These right here are just fake outs. Okay.
yeah.
So let's
Okay.
ignore that. This is the uptrend. Microsoft is at the trend line also. So we go, okay, Microsoft is at trend line. Nvidia broke trend line. Netflix broke the trend line.
Okay.
Netflix
Yeah.
looks from these four, bro, which one looks the strongest? So let's look. Nvidia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Netflix, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft. Which one looks the strongest?
Oh, I
If you
think
want,
Apple.
you could click through them again.
Yeah, just by looking at it, I think Apple does. It's like, oh, actually, that's still kind of steep.
Yeah, it is steep.
But you know what? I think Microsoft.
Okay.
Even though I had some fake outs, I still think.
Yeah. So from looking at all of them, perfect, bro. And you identify that too. The strongest looking ones is Microsoft and Apple. I would favor Apple a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
because of this. You see how it like consolidated?
Yeah.
You see how like before each move it consolidates, it shows a
Mm-hmm.
bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a little more healthy, right? It's not just
Mm-hmm.
boom straight up. If you look at Microsoft, it's it's not more consolidation. It's pull back up, pull back up, pull back up, pull back. Look, you see how they're big moves,
Yeah.
like they're big candles. If you look at Apple, Apple is yes, it does have its big candles, but if you see, look, consolidated up, consolidated up, consolidated.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
Yeah.
this is. I'm not saying this is like healthy, but it looks a lot more healthy than the others, right?
Yeah.
So Apple, Microsoft, cool. They're looking healthy. So we're gonna give a gauge in the market. So Apple, Microsoft they look pretty healthy. Let's
Mm-hmm.
look at Nvidia. Nvidia, oh shit, we broke the uptrend, right? So
Yeah.
Nvidia is showing signs of weakness. Netflix is showing the oh well, I kind of answered the question. I'll say which one looks the weakest, but I'm pretty sure you already seen it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Netflix for sure is like the one that looks like it's gonna come down here the most.
So, and this is like a gem right here, bro. What happens a lot of the times is some stocks snitch before the actual move happens, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is right here, and this is just my thesis on what's gonna happen maybe the next week or two.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Netflix is snitching on the market and it's telling us that these stocks are gonna, break this uptrend. Nvidia
Mm-hmm.
already broke, so that kind of adds a little more to my Netflix thesis because Nvidia was looking strong, but it broke the uptrend. Nvidia is a key player in the market. Remember, I told you Nvidia, Tesla, and Apple.
Yeah.
So if a key player, right, is showing signs of weakness, Netflix is a streaming service, right? It's not gonna if Netflix goes bust, it's not gonna hurt the economy.
Mm-hmm.
So Nvidia, net first of all, Netflix is like, okay, I'm looking weak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I go, okay, Nvidia broke the uptrend. It is looking a little weaker, but we still haven't made our lower low.
Yeah.
So let me look for some signs of weakness, and it will validate Netflix's theory, right? Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if Nvidia makes a lower low, Netflix is gonna be the first to fall. And if you see right here, let's see just to the gap fill,
6%.
that's like
Almost
7%.
7. Yeah.
That's a pretty big drop from high
Yeah.
to low. Look, that's 13%.
13.
So Netflix looks pretty weak, right? Look, the past 4 days it's been coming down. So
Yeah.
it's showing signs of weakness. If the market does decide to come down, the one that's gonna take the biggest hit is Netflix. Why? Because it's showing weakness before any of the other stocks are showing weakness, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So think of it like think of these stocks as soldiers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nvidia, Netflix, Apple, Tesla, and Microsoft. They're gonna go to war, and Netflix is the one that's least prepared. So which one? Who do you think is gonna survive? You know, like you can see it like
Yeah. Now it's
which
just
so
a like a matter of time, right? Eventually they're all gonna hit that little like price range.
yeah.
Or
So
yeah.
but this is how you this is a way to see it. So these are all soldiers going to war. Some are more prepared than the others, right?
Uh-huh.
Nvidia is more prepared than Netflix. Apple's more prepared than Apple and Microsoft are more prepared than most of them.
Mm-hmm.
So when the war ends, you can think of it like this: Netflix is gonna die. They're gonna like it's gonna get blasted, right?
Yeah.
Nvidia is probably just gonna be missing an arm.
Yeah.
Uh, Amazon and Apple and Microsoft,
Yeah.
maybe they're just gonna have a broken bone, right?
Yeah.
Not too much damage. They're still gonna be good, right?
Yeah.
So think of it like that. Like uh whichever stock is showing the most weakness, they're probably will be the ones to take the most damage. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So looking at this, we see that Netflix looks the most vulnerable. So our risk to reward would look best towards Netflix than to these other companies. These other companies are going to take a hit too.
Yeah.
But if I'm in there to make some money, I would and if I'm looking bearish, I would
Mm-hmm.
favor the weakest one, right?
Yeah.
So you always look for, now that we understand the trend, you try to look for the weakest link, right?
Yeah.
Or the strongest link, right? If
Mm-hmm.
let's say if we happen to go bullish and this is just a false breakout, the ones that I would be favoring for upside are which ones?
Nvidia and Apple or Tesla, even Tesla maybe because those
Yeah,
make
yeah,
pretty big moves.
exactly. So I would be favoring exactly. So now that we identify the trend, we
Mhm.
look for strength or weakness in either stock,
Yeah.
right? So we
Um,
found what's up?
does that also have to do with like market cap of how
Um, not necessarily, bro. No,
no.
that's more fundamentals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's more fundamental side. Sometimes, bro, uh, in the markets, fundamentals don't really matter.
Okay.
So, a perfect example is Tesla, right? So, let's go back on Tesla, right? Oh shit. Right here, right here, fundamentals didn't matter. Market cap did not matter. Right here, market cap did not matter.
Oh,
Right
okay.
here, market cap did not matter. So, uh, market cap, bro, it does matter at times, but it matters at times like this. That makes sense. Like at times like this. This
Yeah.
is when market cap is like when the market is calm and like collective.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it matters. Right here, for market cap, you'll probably get headlines, bro, and it's just like Wall Street, like it's headlines, bro, is news, right? Like uh Apple hits a 2 trillion market cap. It's the biggest company in the world. Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But things like that don't really move the stock
Oh, okay.
unless they hype it up. Like Tesla 2 years ago, I remember they did hype it up. They said
Mm-hmm.
Tesla is on pace to hit 2 trillion market cap if it keeps going at this pace.
Mm-hmm.
And that was during this time right here. And a few weeks later, boom, Tesla hits 2 trillion in market cap. But what happened a month, 2 months later? No one cared about the market cap. Market cap
Damn.
came back down, right?
Yeah.
So market cap, bro, it does matter, but that's more when you're looking at like a long term perspective, and
Mm-hmm.
you're looking at which companies are like valuable to invest in. So
Yeah.
an example being I would say Nvidia, right? So obviously, right? If you're and it is good to know about market cap. If you're a trader, right, and you're looking at Nvidia right here during this time, its market
Mhm.
cap was just way too big. It was crazy. So you have to be aware as a trader that okay, we're at 340 and its market cap is way beyond it where it needs to be. I
Yeah.
can't get comfortable trading Nvidia at 300.
Yeah.
Like we see Nvidia at 150. I can't think that oh Nvidia is going to 300 based off of technicals. No, it would just be fundamentally wrong. It was right here. There was just way too much hype. It was worth like let's say it was worth almost as much as Apple. Nvidia isn't there yet. Do I think we're gonna get back to trading at 300 or something like that?
Mhm.
Probably not, right? I'm not saying it's impossible. It could happen,
Mhm.
but it probably won't happen. So what a lot of traders do, bro, is this. Um, they've been so comfortable trading Nvidia at 300 that when it comes down to 250, they go, "Damn, I haven't seen Nvidia down here so long. Let me buy
Mhm.
in. Let me make a trade off of it." Not knowing that the market cap up here was fucking like ludicrous. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So we're probably not gonna see these numbers again. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
Yeah,
where
because all of that was like false growth, right? Like just hype.
yeah, exactly. This was hype, and this is where fundamentals kind of does kick in, where you go,
Mhm.
wait, hold on a minute, wait a minute. Nvidia's not worth this much. Like, do people know how much they're buying this company like its value? Like,
Mhm.
you know, it's almost the same as Apple, and they're not making nowhere near the money. Let me chill a little bit. Let the dust settle.
Mhm.
So that's where market cap does matter. Market cap matters when you're down here or up here. Like when you're in either like depression, like stocks are crashing,
Mhm.
or when stocks are pumping like crazy, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so that's Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, boom. So that's identifying trends, bro. Did we did we go over? Let's see, it was Microsoft, right?
Yeah. Microsoft.
True. Okay, bro. So I want to see you do it live. Okay. Let me see.
Mm.
Let me just look at the chart real quick. So, bro, what I want you to do is I want you to find trends in. All right, bro. You can't. Can you close your eyes real quick?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to see something real quick. I don't want you to hold on, or just look away. Um, I want you to draw trends in 50-day increments and 130-day increments. Obviously, bro, it could be like 110, 140,
Yeah.
but in
So
those
from
those time spans, yeah.
100 to 150.
No, 50. Like if you see a trend that was like 50 to 60 days, go for
Mhm.
it. But 50 to like 60, and then
Yeah.
100
50
to
to
like
60.
130, 150. So don't look for like 80-day trends. Well, once
Okay.
you start scrolling with your line, you'll go, okay, this is. Or if you see a trend, draw the trend. If it's not in those like time frames, just
Mhm.
I'll let you know.
Mm. So I can start from all the way back here, right?
Yeah, from here and on.
Okay.
There is quite a few.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. Damn.
Damn, bro, I don't know what's going on. My back hurts.
Yeah, yeah, it probably is from sitting all day. I used to play
Um,
video games a lot, and
you
yeah,
already
that
get
shit.
back pain?
Yeah, I would get hella back pain. It's like mostly lower, right? Mostly,
Yeah, my lower back pain is killing me.
yeah.
Like,
Um, I think I would call this more of a consolidation right here. Just
nice.
um
That little option you drew right there, bro. How much time does that have? All right, cool,
160.
cool, cool, cool.
Yeah. Damn.
If you see a big option, bro, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks pretty
Remember, bro,
huge right here.
whatever the chart is telling you, bro, never go against the chart. If the chart is telling you something, it's for a reason.
Mm, nah. Actually,
Yup, the little line up there, that was a little false breakout.
yeah.
So real quick, bro, those lines you drew in between,
These.
yeah, what did you see? Where?
So right here is from over here. A
Okay,
little bit of
so
consolidation right there.
okay, bro,
And this bottom one is from over here.
yeah, okay, because it's throwing me off a little bit. Look, let's do this. Um, wherever you see the trend, just do it like this. And
Oh,
with the
okay.
But this one is clear, cool consolidation. Just because I seen like 4 or 5 lines, it kind of threw me
Yeah.
off.
Okay. Just like shit. What? Like that.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me see real quick,
Or
real quick.
go
Let
for
go
it.
of it. Because I think I kind of messed you up a little bit. No, so this is cool. I'm saying for the other one you drew,
Mm-hmm.
just go like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, this one's perfect already.
It goes right here. Oh shit. And then I want to say, there's like another uptrend right here, like a steep one.
Let's see how long that one was.
It's only
Yeah, that's valid,
45.
bro. Valid.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, I think that's good.
Cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, bro, you're getting it. I love it. All right. So almost, bro. You're like 90%, 90, like 95%.
Well, which one I miss?
The one you missed, bro, was this one over here. So this right here,
Mm-hmm.
it's consolidation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for here, bro, look, let's just tweak it a little bit. Look, it was an uptrend.
Oh shit.
You see it?
Yeah.
And then maybe, but this is not this right here is too short. You
Too
see how
short.
I wouldn't consider it? Like 30 days?
There's
Nah, no trend.
What was the
This
other one?
was this was
40-ish.
40, like 40. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Why wouldn't this be a consolidation, right? Why, bro? The reason because look, let's say consolidation has to have two zones, right? So if you see right here, a consolidation has to be in between two lines, right?
Yeah.
So right here, this was perfect. We were literally bouncing between, right here.
Yeah.
Right here, let's say if it was consolidation, our bottom line would be right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our top line and bottom line. You see how we did consolidate, but it was only between like right here. This right here is it's there's too much like breakouts. You see how right here too many breakouts like in and
Yeah.
out where it's not respecting it. So if it's not respecting it, that means there is no the trend is not valid, right?
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So right here, if we were to say this is consolidation, um, even in consolidation, you could trade a consolidation zone, bro. You could
Mm-hmm.
every time it hits down here, we buy calls. Every time it hits up here, we buy puts, right?
Yeah.
Because it's trading in the zone. Right here, by the time we would have known it was consolidation, which is right here,
Mm-hmm.
look, we got a breakout up, false breakout. We never even touched down here to be
Oh, I see.
bullish. We broke back up. This right here would have looked like we were breaking the trend, right?
Yeah.
Which was this
Yeah.
trend.
Yeah, it looks more like, yeah, I see it now.
So now, right here, boom, we were forming an uptrend. We broke down. So wait, what the hell are we doing? We back into the zone. This zone right here is
Mm-hmm.
non-tradable. This is like no. This is nothing but fake outs. This is nothing but like I don't know what the fuck is going on right here, right?
Yeah.
So we had an uptrend. We broke the uptrend. Now, since there is nothing to see on a bigger time frame, let me zoom in, and this is what we're gonna do for the next session. We're gonna now see like from what I see, bro. You got the 4 hour, like 4 hour, and the higher time frames are lock on trends. What's tricking you a lot is the lower time frames.
Yeah.
So, for the next session, what we'll do, bro, is we're gonna identify the lower trends and how to like find them.
I like
So
the macro trends.
micro,
Yeah,
tiny.
macro
Uh,
trends.
so right here, yeah, we had our consolidation, but it wasn't enough to be a trend. So what I identified was an uptrend.
Yeah.
We found the uptrend. Okay, but since we're getting these fucking breakouts, we broke this uptrend. Now we're back into this like consolidation zone. Let me go on a shorter time frame and see what's if there's anything if I could
What's
find
going
anything.
on? Yeah.
And what did I find? I found a downtrend,
Mm,
right? We broke the
yeah.
uptrend. We started making what?
Higher lows.
Yep, higher lows, and we started making
Lower lows.
lower lows. So although I didn't have a trend on the 4 hour right here,
Mm-hmm.
since I can identify a trend on the higher time frames, man, there must be some shit going on, right?
Yeah.
There might be a bigger, like, maybe there's a smaller problem in there, right? So let me
Mm-hmm.
zoom in, let's see what's happening, and oh shit, okay, this is what's actually happening. We had an uptrend, we broke the uptrend right here, and we continuously made lower highs and higher lows. Boom! I found a downtrend on a shorter time frame. Now I'm not gonna trust this downtrend as much, but because I wasn't able to find something on a higher time frame, let me
Yeah.
zoom in a little bit and let's see what I can find. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. For sure.
So and it's like with a car, right? When
Mm-hmm.
you first when there's like a problem, you know, something's not going on right, you look at the major things, right? Oil change, maybe you look at like an engine, right? Something like a basic problem, right? Something
Yeah.
that's pretty typical. Then you see like, wait, what the fuck? The engine is running good, this is going good, why the hell is it having this issue? You start
Mm-hmm.
looking at the little things.
Smaller
Yeah,
details.
maybe it's a gasket, maybe it's the water, maybe it's the radiator. Start looking at the little smaller problems, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That
same
makes
exact thing,
sense.
yeah, same exact thing with this, bro. If I can't find nothing on the higher time frames, if I can't find something on the bigger picture, all right,
So.
the car is running good. Let me look at the little things in between and let me see what's actually going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how I that's how you know when you're done with the time frame.
Mm-hmm.
So with the 4 hour, oh shit, and we'll leave it with this, okay, bro?
Yeah.
So with the 4 hour, we identified all the major trends.
Yeah.
We identified an uptrend, we identified the consolidation, an uptrend, a pretty steep uptrend right here, a nice downtrend.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe, bro, maybe we could have done this one right here.
Oh yeah.
A little uptrend right here, downtrend. But this one, with this one, look, bro, it's the reason why, and it's good that you didn't draw it, is because you see how steep this and this is.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have just let it like do its thing, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. But
Maybe.
even right here, it was like it was consolidation basically, but it never broke that like the
The
what do you call
bottom
it?
line.
Yeah. No, like oh, this would never mind. This wouldn't be considered a higher low, huh? This because I'm looking
Oh,
at like these little this one.
yeah. Let me see. Show me.
Uh, like this candle right here and this one right here. It never broke like the higher low.
So
Even right here
the
too.
yeah, so for this look, for this candle, because I know that this candle probably it is a little tricky. I didn't even see it, but it could trick you out. So this right here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
Uh,
a gap, huh?
yeah.
I kind of saw it
As a lower
as a
low and
higher
higher
low.
low. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. So this is how we would have seen it, right? Now looking at it, bigger picture. Look at how perfect
Yeah.
that looks. That looks
Yeah.
clean, right?
Yeah.
So this is how we would have. I'm gonna show you how I would have found the higher highs and higher lows. One, two, three, four, and then um one, two. Did this one break higher? Yeah, this one did. Okay.
Yeah.
Three, four, five. And then this right here, failure to go higher.
Mm-hmm.
Failure to go higher, lower low, higher low, lower low, boom, boom,
Boom.
boom. right? And
Yeah.
then what happens here? Trend change, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what happened next. Perfect. Higher high, higher
Very
low,
low.
and let's see what goes on with the stop. Look, perfect uptrend, right?
And yeah.
You see how we identified right here, just and we were I kind of forgot what the stock did, but just by looking at it, you see how we were following the trend and it picture perfect, it told us everything.
Yeah.
Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We would have, let's say right here, failed to go higher. Confirmation, our second
Yeah,
confirmation
and
right here.
it was a quick change in trend, huh?
Yeah. So the way we would have known, and this is perfect for Netflix, and we'll leave it at this. This is perfect for Netflix, right? We have our uptrend. We failed to go higher right here, right?
Yeah.
Failed to go higher. That's one for the Bears, right?
Yeah.
One for the Bears. We broke the trend right here. That's two
Two.
for the Bears, right?
Yeah.
We
And
broke trend,
confirmation.
higher high. I mean, lower high, broke trend. Three, we made our lower low right here,
Mm-hmm.
lower low. Boom. Now, if I want to trust a little more, let's wait for our oh shit, uh,
Higher low. I mean,
higher low.
yeah, higher
Boom.
low.
What else do I want? Right?
Yeah.
Trend broke. We're making higher highs, lower lows. We're in a clear downtrend. Let me get into some puts. And if you see right here, this was a double top. It
Yeah.
didn't pass it. Boom, double top, boom. Clear downtrend, right?
Yeah.
So if you want, can your computer take a screenshot?
Yeah, but I don't know. I forgot how to do it.
No worries. Look, I'm
Well,
gonna take a picture.
actually, there's one right here. Like, here you go. I think I could take a picture with up here with trading view.
Oh yeah, you could. Perfect. Uh, save the picture, bro, and send it to Discord. And for next Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna right now we're gonna take a picture of Netflix also. Okay. You
Yeah.
can send that after. No worries, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Saved.
Cool. So boom, we got this one, and let's see if Netflix plays out the same way. Okay.
All right.
So and we have the almost the exact same pattern, right? Look,
Mm-hmm.
almost the exact same thing, right?
Yeah.
High, 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 high. Boom. What happens right here? Failure to go higher. We're
Mm-hmm.
making our lower low. We're in the process of making our lower low. What we need is
Higher low.
our boom boom. Let me just sketch it out real quick.
I mean lower high.
Yeah, and then boom. So in the next like few weeks, probably by the end of probably by Thursday, that should be
Mm-hmm.
enough like more days pass to get price action. We'll probably maybe bro if we do get this downtrend like Microsoft, we'll
Mm-hmm.
probably be in the process of making a lower high.
No, okay.
So if you see, it looks almost identical, right?
Yeah.
Boom. Can you put it? Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's cool. No worries. So take a picture of this also, bro. Boom.
There you go. Yeah, I think that was good.
Save it. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, bro. So, you know, for next week, what we're gonna do is
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna go into the little time frames, and we're gonna go,
Micro trends.
yeah, micro trends and understanding when they change, when they don't change, knowing why we should look at. We went over a little bit, right, on Microsoft. We
Yeah.
didn't find nothing, so we had to go a little deeper. But there's certain times where we shouldn't and when we should. And we're gonna go over that next Thursday, okay?
Okay.
Start recording this one. And